She's fresh on the floor. You can't argue with that assist, although that left-hand LeBron, you don't know how hard that is to do.
LeBron's like, hold my drink.
Two things trending. Big Ben and GOAT to GOAT. Thanks to you.
GOAT to GOAT. Yeah, you got it. Lakers win by 18, remain undefeated on the road. Frank Vogel speaking with Mike and the media via Zoom.
Hey, Frank, AD had the comments about not being satisfied after the San Antonio game about defense. Just wondered what you noticed about him, especially in the first quarter, and if you thought that kind of sparked the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if his motivation was about that San Antonio game, but, obviously when you speak out on wanting our group to be, to be better, I think, you want to own up to your own words and make sure that you're solid as well. And, that whole first group, I think, really set a tone on the defensive end. I think getting KCP back, I thought he had 3 steals in the first quarter. One of them must have been a deflection and, didn't get credit for it, but he had 3 forced turnovers in the first few minutes. Got out on the break. AD was really good. The whole group was really good in that first quarter and set a tone for the whole night.
Frank, the offense has mostly been there. It seems like through the first 10 games, and defense certainly at times. But did you like seeing the evolution of it and kind of molding those two sides together tonight?
Yeah, it's a balancing act. Some nights the offense is going to be there, some nights the defense. I've got a lot of confidence in this team on the defensive end. We've had some nights where we were a step slow to certain things and still learning coverages and whatnot. But I think we're going to be good there. We just got to be a team that buys into being a team first team offensively and continuing to trust the pass. We had 28 assists tonight. That was a big part of it, and this game is as much as any throughout the year was a Laker basketball type of win. Flying around defensively and getting stops without fouls, either forcing turnovers or forcing misses, and then flying on the break. And getting out and the deep advanced passes. Got us 32 fast break points. So sort of an identity win.
Bill.
Hey, Frank, aside from the obvious, not having the rim protection necessarily that you had last year, what is the biggest adjustment you've had to make defensively with this group? What's the biggest adjustment you've had to make in terms of how you coach this defense from a year ago?
We haven't really adjusted too much, to be honest. We're just really, just getting everybody tied together with the schemes. You know what I mean? The new guys learning what we're doing, and we finished up last year defensively very different than the way we started. We grew throughout the year with our package and arsenal of schemes that we can throw at different teams. And I think the biggest challenge this year is to not overcomplicate our schemes in these early regular season games. It's easy, especially against a team like Portland or Houston, who we played multiple games in the playoffs last year, to go to all your plan B, plan C, plan D types of coverages. And, there's a risk of being too complicated for a one-game regular season type of night. So, we're striking that balance. But I feel good about what we're doing on that end of the floor.
Kyle.
Hey, Frank. What do you think it is about KCP that it seems like adding him back to the group, obviously his statistical contributions stand out, but it seems like he's a little bit more than the sum of his parts, so to speak. Like when your team has him, it's more complete. Do you sense that about him?
Yeah, I do. He really, we're a big team. We play with great size. We have size. And, to play with that type of size, you need speed to complement it. And, his speed and athleticism is invaluable to us. And then you add what he can do defensively, has ability to shoot the ball on the perimeter. He's really one of our best players and an important part of what we're doing.
You know what time it is, don't you? Fish is focus. Look at the lights. It's like a light show going on around here.
Just trying to take the light off the shine on my dome.
Look at them. Look at the music. From heavens. Look at those guns on the wall. Look at the pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Fish's Focus.
Segment over. The segment is over.
We live up to that,
do not need any more content.
I wish I could have seen you. Oh my God. That was,
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Man, that was something else. Big game.
Be more. I forgot which plays we're about to watch and everything.
man.
My mind is.
Oh,
my
man,
mind is
I'm
just scrambled. But no, Lakers defense and the length, as you see the arrow going straight up. Anthony Davis' hands are down, but when his arms go up, he contests the shot. And what he does a lot is he contests and immediately leaks out to the other end. And the Lakers, they practice this regularly. They look long for the outlet pass. LeBron doing a good job there on the weak side, being in his backside responsibilities in the tandem on the screen roll. Out in front again for an easy finish. KCP, good active hands in the passing lanes. Guards using high hands in pick and roll situations is really key. Montrez staying vertical so that you do not pick up the foul. And then immediately LeBron turns the corner. KCP gathers himself. Nice finish there. And then again in screen roll, AD doing a good job. Christian Wood isn't a great three-point shooter, but AD still makes the effort to contest the shot, which encourages the miss, and then he leaks out. This game in a lot of ways was really about the great Lakers defense. They got out to a lot of easy baskets, but the effort on the defensive end is really what separated this game.
That breakdown deserves all of this. And you forgot the plays and then came right back to you. Something you said, though, earlier today, I thought. Rockets got the Lakers' attention.
Yes.
There was a different Laker team. I think they were sick of kind of the slow starts, James, but the Rockets team, you know, James Harden, John Wall, Boogie, you got to take it to them.
Yeah, I mean, you have to make statements in this game. I mean, Houston was tough in the bubble last year, scoring a lot of points this year. Yeah, that'll put you on notice. And so I think, you know, that's what the championship teams do. They recognize what they're about to go up against before they hit the court. And they were prepared for it. I mean, their defense was off the heezy, as some of these young kids say. But it was just outstanding to see them come prepared for it. And they were ready at all points.
All right, guys, more to come on
y'all gonna let me do that introduction?
Dude, that was,
I like doing that.
Because, by the way, I think there needs to be a camera on you in the corner over there. You want to do it one more time?
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Fishes Focus. I like that.
Man, 1,000% that's what we're doing.
I got to get a uniform now,
When
Brad.
are you back?
Big game.
Early, specifically with AD on the defensive end, any evolution from what we've seen in the first couple weeks?
No, just AD being AD, and just having him back in the lineup just gives us a whole another dynamic, both offensively and defensively, obviously, and it's a good start to the road trip.
How different is this matchup with the guys that are in and out from the Western Conference semis? Is that just kind of over and done with, and it's a new team, new game, and when you play Houston?
Well, one thing about it, when you play Houston, you got to be ready for that monster in James Harden, no matter what, no matter who's in the lineup for them, no matter what their personnel is, you got to be ready for him because he's capable of beating you all by himself. So, you know, we had that mindset and seeing the health of John Wall back to his speedy self and his work. So, you know, we just came in with a defensive mindset to get stops and get out and do what we do on the offensive end, and we was able to do that on both sides.
Dave. Dave.
Yeah, I'm here. LeBron, is there anything in particular about Talen Horton-Tucker's game that really stands out to you among all the things that he does?
Does it on both sides of the floor, and then he just listens. He's a sponge. You know, whatever you say to him, he's going to apply it. He's going to accept it first, and then he's going to apply it right away. There's not that many young guys that can take something on the fly and then make it happen the very next play. You saw it tonight with his ability, obviously, to go 7 for 8 from the field, but also his rebounding, his assists, his playmaking, and then having 4 steals to add on top of that. So, you know, big time game for him, for a kid that's still growing into his own, but he's beyond his years.
Bill.
Hey, LeBron. Sorry, I thought I was muted. You might have heard me typing or something. I'm wondering if how do you look at this team? I mean, so much was made last year about your defensive identity on this team. It's obviously completely different guys, but now that you are 11 games into the season, have you gotten a taste of what this team can be defensively? Was tonight the best example of maybe it at its best?
Well, our goal is to be the number one defensive team in the league. And it's going to take, our film sessions. It's going to take our shoot-arounds. It's going to take the practices when we do get an opportunity to get on the floor, and then the games to continue to work those habits. We added 5 new guys to our rotation this year pretty much in Trez, Dennis Dominguez, Wes, Mark, and also Taylor. So, we're all getting accustomed to one another, getting down to our rotations, what we want to build, how we build out from the paint to the perimeter. But we want to be the best defensive team in the league, and tonight was a good start today.
Last 2 questions, Kyle.
Hey, LeBron. How much did you miss KCP, and what do you think? What did you feel like he added the most tonight?
One, obviously his shot making ability, but his speed, the level of acceleration that he plays at automatically ignites our team. We play at a different pace when he's in the lineup. And his defensive approach as well, being able to guard the other top perimeter player on the other side. And he's a guy who's been in our system. It's just always great having him out there.
Dan?
Hey, LeBron. Congrats to your Browns. I'm trying to jinx them, by the way. I'm going early.
I can tell. I wasn't even going to say anything about that.
After the loss to San Antonio, Anthony was really upset about, obviously, a lot of stuff, but about defense in particular, and was pretty vocal about it. Did you like that he kind of challenged the team that way? And do you see that from him often?
He's a captain. He's one of the 2 captains that we have, including myself, and he can voice any opinion that he would like, any fact that he like for our ball club. Because one thing about it, whatever he says, he's going to apply it to himself as well. He hold himself accountable. So when he hold us accountable, we hold him accountable. He hold himself accountable, and vice versa. So, AD can say whatever he wants because it's all for the betterment of our team, and we respond to that. So.